ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਤੀਰਥ ਨਾਵਾਂ ਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਭਾਵਾਂ, ਵਿਣ ਭਾਣੇ ਕੇ ਨਾਏ ਕਰੀ। ਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਠੋਪਾਈ ਵੇਖਾਂ, ਵਿਣ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਕੇ ਮਿਲੈ ਲਈ। ਮਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਤਨ ਜਵਾਹਰ ਮਾਣਕ, ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੁਣੀ। ਗੁਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ 부ਝਾਈ, ਸਭਨਾ ਜੀਆਂ ਕਾ ਇੱਕ ਦਾਤਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਵਿਸਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਈ। ਗੁਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ 부ਝਾਈ, ਸਭਨਾ ਜੀਆਂ ਕਾ ਇੱਕ ਦਾਤਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਵਿਸਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, as we know, we are continuously discussing the meaning of Japji Sahib. Today we will discuss Pauri number 6. Guruji teaches us stanza by stanza in this Bani, providing us with new knowledge. We will begin with the ending lines which have been discussed in the previous Pauri, Gura ik de bujai. The Guru has given me this one understanding, sabna jiyan ka ik data, so मैं विसर ना जाए. There is only the one, the giver of all souls. May I never forget him. The correct understanding is that the one who created us is God, and we should have faith in that God. He is the only one and the great giver for all. Another God has been created by us, but Guruji is talking about the God who is from the primal beginning, when there was nothing. No universe, no time, no human being, spacious or objects. In the beginning of this Pauri, Guruji sheds light on the infamous rituals and customs that were blindly practiced in societies and the religious world, which don't bring any benefits. Guruji guides us in these matters. Guru has made us aware of those rituals that were practiced in darkness. Guruji provided us guidance and mentioned the advantages and disadvantages of practicing these rituals. The interesting point is that India has many religious places and many categories of rituals. India is known as a big religious country where everything is done under the remembrance and guidance of God. Performing these rituals is considered respectful, and it is believed that a religious person doesn't engage in bad deeds, thoughts or words, and lives life free from evil and ignorance, dedicated to the welfare of others. However, the reality is that despite having numerous religious places, religions, scholars and artifacts, we are not truly practicing religion. We are in fact hypocrites, far away from religion and truth. Instead of embracing religion, we are filled with doubts, and our lives go against the principles of religion. We only associate religion with indulging our bodies in material luxuries and comforts. It is important to remember that religion is meant to awaken us from within, to make us conscious, wise, pure and immaculate. It is not just about external appearances or bodily rituals. Unfortunately, it's been preached and practiced in the opposite way. Guruji went to many religious places to see what people were doing as religious rituals. Religion preaches the truth, but myth and superstitions are preached under the cover of religion. When we read Gurbani by ourselves, Guru Maharaj mentioned 3 famous religious leaders in that time. They were only the main. There were 3 types of religious leaders and 3 major religions: Hinduism, Islam and Yogis. However, Guruji spent his entire life without ever saying that if someone needed knowledge or religion, they should come to him. Guruji visited people and many places to preach the truth. He visited houses, temples, mosques, and even visited the yogis residing in the mountains of Sumer. However, what Guruji found interesting was that he visited all 3, but he didn't find religion there. It was not found in the religious places nor in the religious leaders. So what did Guruji see? It will surprise us. And why? Because those who were meant to preach the religion are entangled in doubts and superstitions. What Guruji saw has been mentioned in the Bani, and Guruji states in the Bani, Kadi kood bol mal khaye. The Qazi tells lies and eats filth. Brahman nave jiya kaye. The Brahman kills and then takes cleansing baths. Jogi jugat na jana and. The yogi is blind and doesn't know the way. Tine ojade ka band. The three of them devise their own destruction. Guruji said there are three types of religion and three types of leaders. But they don't practice their religion. The Qazi who preaches about Islam is telling lies and engaging in corrupt practices. Telling lies is equivalent to eating filth. As stated in the Bani, we eat with our mouth and we also eat with our minds. There is a diet for the mind and body. But what is happening in reality? Most people have a good diet for their bodies, but they don't have a very good diet for their minds. They are unaware of what to consume or what not to consume mentally. Guruji said that Qazi's diet consists of lies, a type of filth that he consumes. By doing this, his mind is becoming polluted and corrupted. He is becoming entangled in the bonds of falsehood and moving away from his Lord. He is sacrificing ethics and committing injustice. It is great sin when religious leaders start telling lies. Whether they are leaders of Hindus, leaders of yogis, or leaders of Sikhs. It was not expected from religious leaders. The Qazi was lying while serving injustice, and Guruji mentioned in the Bani, Qazi hoye ke behe nyaye. Becoming judges, they sit and administrate justice. Fere tasbih kare khudaye. They chant on their malas and call upon God. Vaddi leke haq gawaye. They accept bribes and block justice. Je ko puche ta pad sunaye. If someone asks them, they read quotation from their scriptures, from their books. Then Guru Maharaj made the decision to meet Brahmins. Brahmins are respected individuals. Guruji didn't slander the Brahmins or Pandits based on their positions, but rather based on their actions. If someone's deeds are impure and their actions are bad, Guruji would say that they are bad. The words Pandit, Brahman, Qazi, Gyani and Yogi are not bad. These are very good words and their positions are highly respectable. It is the people associated with these positions who have lied and cheated, which has brought disrepute to these words and positions. Guru Maharaj said in the Bani, Brahm bindai tisda brahmat rahe, ek shabad live laye. One who knows God and who lovingly focuses his attention on the one word of the Shabad keeps his spirituality intact. Navnidhi 18 siddhi piche lagiyan firai jo har hirday vasaye. The 9 treasures and the 18 spiritual powers of the Siddhas follow him, who keeps the Lord enshrined in his heart. When Guru Maharaj Ji talks about the Pandit, he praised the Pandit. So Pandit jo man prabodha. He is a true Pandit, a religious scholar who instructs his own mind. Ram Naam Atam mein soda. He searched for the Lord's name within his own soul. Ram Naam Sar Ras Peeve. He drinks in the excellent nectar of the Lord's name. By following the teachings of that Pandit, the world thrives. Guruji praised the Pandit in the Bani, but Guruji said that a Pandit should align his own mind and body according to religious principles. A Pandit should be a role model in society, They should be devoted solely to God's name, not to illiterate, and not to live a life filled with doubts or superstitions. They shouldn't spread superstitions like black magic or provide as to fulfill desire and wishes. They shouldn't provide incorrect solution for people's problem by predicting their future according to astrology. But it is happening nowadays. Guruji went to the Brahmins with hope, and when he saw that the Brahman kills and then takes cleansing bath, he realized that he is robbing people and destroying their lives. The Brahman is engrossing people in doubts, superstitions and illiteracy. He is connecting people with external impurity and giving them false hope of heaven and hell. He is threatening people, saying that having a sacred bath at pilgrimage will make their sins vanish. He is talking about deception and preaching about it. Guruji said that there is no greater sin than obtaining money by destroying someone's life. He said that if the Brahman misleads others with deception, he is a murderer. Then Guruji talked about the yogis who were the third belief in Guru's time. Guruji noticed that nothing will stay forever and realized the illusion of the materialistic world. He believed that only God's existence will last forever. The yogis went to the forest to understand God and to find his limits. Guruji acknowledged that at least they realized that everything is materialistic and temporary. However, Guruji believed that leaving their families and living in the forest was also wrong. If the yogis had known the reality of the world, they should have preached it instead of isolating themselves in the forests. Guruji said that the yogi is blind and doesn't know the way. How can he connect others with God? As we read in the beginning, Jogi Jugat na jana and the yogi is blind and doesn't know the way. How would he connect others with God? Yog means judna, to have a connection. And yogi means judya hai, the person who is connected with religion, soul, mind, God. But Guruji said yogi pretended to observe fasting. Yogi started showing his miracles. He was entangled in the 9 treasures and the 18 spiritual powers of the Siddhas. But peace or religion was not obtained from these rituals. All 3 types of believers were entangled. Kadi, Kood Bol, Mal Khai. The Qazi tells lies and eats filth. Brahman na veh jiyan khai. The Brahman kills and then takes cleansing baths. Jogi Jugat na jana, and the yogi is blind and doesn't know the way. Tine o jade ka band. The 3 of them devise their own destruction. They robbed people under the guise of religion. Even nowadays, people are robbed by religious ministers. At that time, Sikhi was not started. Sikhi was very new, like a baby. Therefore, our name is not mentioned in this Shabad. Otherwise, Guru would have mentioned Sikhs as well in this Shabad. We are also preaching doubts, superstitions, deception, false rituals which are practiced by us, means our lives are also spent in darkness. Therefore, Guruji would definitely have mentioned Sikhs' word with these 3 believers. We didn't leave anything to worship. We worship Peer, Gugga, Madi, Masani. We are stuck in the good and bad days. We are stuck in superstitions. We are affected by good omens and bad omens. We are stuck in external purity and impurity. Guruji said all the people are stuck in these rituals. Among all these rituals, there was a famous ritual which was preached by Brahmins, that humans commit sins while living in the world. The sinner is not accepted by God. Therefore, everyone wanted to know how to be accepted by God. They asked these 3 and they gave them solutions according to their beliefs. It was also preached that if humans were to have a sacred bath at a famous pilgrimage, their sins would be erased. This ritual was very famous and people liked it because it was very easy and people thought they were full of sins. While living in the world, we commit sins and God is not pleased with sinners. Therefore, it is important to erase our sins. These pilgrimage sites are far away. People thought it was amazing. We can kill two birds with one stone. We can go for an outing and we will go to a pilgrimage. We can roam around and reset our sins at pilgrimage. Many people liked it. Therefore, not only one but 68 pilgrimages were established. The bath of these 68 pilgrimages was believed to be sacred. If a person would go there, they would have to donate there, and the business of religion started with it. It was a very easy way to reset our sins. People liked it, and these pilgrimages were full of pilgrims. Guruji noticed that humans were in deception, but humans were not that wise to understand it. Person who knows the truth is not preaching, rather he is telling myth stories to profit from the business of religion. The actual way to clean the filth of mind was not explained by them. If we talk about the present, it is also preached to support the business of religion, even in Gurdwaras. The preachers who tell the truth are hardly seen preaching the truth. Those who preached against Gurbani are present in every Gurdwara. Because our Gurdwaras are adopted by hypocrite Sikhs, as it was adopted by Mahant before the starting of SGPC and Singh Sabha Lehar. Unfortunately, Singh Sabha Gurdwaras are also taken by those hypocrites. Therefore, only hypocritical preachers are allowed in their Gurdwaras. A few Gurdwaras are out of their control, where fearless committee members are present to support preachers who are trying to preach the truth as explained in Shri Guru Granth Sahib. There are many shabads in Shri Guru Granth Sahib to condemn this famous ritual. If a person thinks that they had a bath at pilgrimages and their sins are erased and their life is successful, but it can be a doubt instead of religion. Guruji said, Tirath Nama Je Tis Pava Vid Pane Ke Nae Kari. I want to have a bath at a pilgrimage, but I think after having a bath, whom would I please? People or God? Would I get benefit from it? Whose blessings would I receive? People or God? If you want to satisfy yourself and others, you want to get a tag of a devotee or a religious person, you can have a bath at pilgrimages. Guruji addresses the first line of the Pauri to himself and says, Tirath Nama Je Tis Pava. If I am pleasing to him, then that is my pilgrimage and cleansing bath. If he is not pleased with this ritual, if someone has a doubt in his mind that he can please the Lord with this bath without pleasing him, what good are ritual cleansings? Vindpane ke nae kari. The Lord will not be pleased with it. Why would I then have a bath at pilgrimages? By performing this ritual, we waste our time, money and energy, but nothing is obtained. The Guru not only said that you will not obtain anything after having a bath at pilgrimages, Guruji also said that it is very good to have a bath at pilgrimages. Guruji said, when I got the knowledge that the filth of mind will be cleansed after having a bath, then I had a bath at pilgrimage. Which pilgrimage? Guru's pilgrimage is different. The Guru doesn't believe in sacred bath in rivers or in holy tanks. He said, I don't believe in pilgrimages in water. My Tirath is different and stated, Tirath na van jao, तीर्थ नाम है. Why should I bath at sacred shrines or pilgrimage? The Naam, the name of the Lord, is the sacred shrine of pilgrimage. तीर्थ शब्द विचार अंतर ज्ञान है. My sacred shrine of pilgrimage is spiritual wisdom within and contemplation on the word of the Shabad. Gur Gyan Sacha Than Tirth Das Purab Sada Dasara. The spiritual wisdom given by the Gurus is the treasure sacred shrine of pilgrimage, where the 10 festivals are always observed. How Naam Harka Sada Japu Deho Prabh Tarni Tara. I constantly beg for the name of the Lord, grant it to me, O God, sustainer of the world. Sansar rogi, naam daru, mail lagay sach bina. The world is sick and the naam is the medicine to cure it. Without the true Lord, filth sticks to it. Gurvak nirmal sada chanan, nit sach tirth majna. The Guru's word is immaculate and pure. It radiates a steady light. Constantly bath in such a true shrine of pilgrimage. The one Tirth has been created by people and one was explained by Guruji. We can choose our Tirth. Guruji said that the filth of our mind, which pollutes our intellect, will be cleansed when our mind baths in Sangat and brings virtues into our lives. When I discuss the Shabad and gain knowledge, it becomes my Tirth. After obtaining the knowledge, the filth of my sins is erased. Guruji said that I have bathed at pilgrimage. My pilgrimage is different. The other pilgrimage is bad because it's been established to trap innocent people and make money from them. If a person only says Guruji, Guruji with their tongue but doesn't follow Guru's commands, would it be good or bad? What we are doing is celebrating Gurpurabs, the birth and martyrdom days of the Guru, but we don't follow Guru's command. The other pilgrimage was established, but it is bad when it leads people to stay in darkness. However, in reality, it doesn't help people. Many go to these pilgrimages but don't obtain anything. If they do obtain something, it is their ego that they obtain from these pilgrimages. Bani states, Tirth jaun ta ho karte. Journeying to sacred shrines of pilgrimage, I see mortals acting in ego. Pandit pucho ta maya rate. If I ask the Pandits, I find them tainted by maya. Another reference from the Shri Guru Granth Sahib, Tirth Hamra Har Ko Na. My sacred shrine of pilgrimage is the name of the Lord. Guru explained to us Tirth, which is our true pilgrimage. On the other hand, we are connected to outwardly Tirth, which is not our own pilgrimage, and we don't gain anything from it except for ego. Those who have this thought in their minds that after having bath in water, liberation will be obtained. If liberation is obtained with this, then frogs and fishes will be liberated before them. There should not be any frog or fish left in the water or universe, because they not only bath in the water but they also live in it, and they should be liberated. Kabir ji states in his Bani, Jal ke majan je gat hove nit nit medak nave. If salvation can be obtained by bathing in water, then what about the frog, which is always bathing in water? Jaise medak taise oe nar fir joni ave. As is the frog, so is that mortal. He is reincarnated over and over again. As a frog baths in the water, you too take a bath in the water. Both are in reincarnation. You commit sins throughout your life and expect to erase them by taking a bath at pilgrimage. It was preached that by having a bath in the river Ganga, your sins will be erased. People loved the idea as Ganga was not far away. It seemed like a great opportunity for people to wash away their sins. However, after having a bath, people would go on to commit sins again. Some who were unable to go on pilgrimages would think that those who did go were pure and would bow down to them, hoping for their mercy to erase their sins. However, this belief doesn't hold true in reality. As the Bani states, Paap kare pancha ke bas re. They commit sins under the influence of the five thieves. Tirath nae kahe sab utre. They bath at sacred shrines and claim that everything has been washed off. Bohar kamave hoye nisank. Then they commit sins again without fear of the consequences. Jampur bandh khare ka lank. These sinners are bound and taken to the city of death. The pilgrimage is not bad, but Guruji is saying that the true pilgrimage is through Guru Shabad. Having a bath in holy tank or river symbolizes coming together in congregation and incorporating good qualities into our lives. This pilgrimage will surely liberate us from our bondages and bring us peace even while we are alive. Therefore, Guruji said, Tirath Nama Je Tis Pava. If I am pleasing to him, then that is my pilgrimage and cleansing bath. The Lord will not be pleased with mere external rituals, so why should I have a bath at pilgrimage? This doesn't mean Guruji is saying no to shower. Having a shower is necessary to clean our bodies. During Guru's times, getting water was difficult and people would come from far away places and stay for a few days. That's why Guruji made Sarovar and wells to store water. Then the question arises, if nothing is obtained by bathing in the Ganga, Yamuna or other 68 pilgrimages, what is obtained by bathing in Sarovar that have been made in Gurdwaras? In the Bani, it is mentioned that bathing in the Sarovar of Guru Ramdas washed away all sins. So clearly Guruji talking about the bath of our mind, not of our bodies. The Sarovar of the devotee of Ram refers to the congregation. Wherever the Sangat gathers, that place becomes a Sarovar. Who commits sins? Our mind does. Water can clean our bodies, but it can't clean our consciousness. Having a clean body doesn't change our thinking. Even though people live in the Sarovar of Guru Ramdas, their thinking remains the same. We have seen many examples of it. If our thinking has been changed, it means we have had a bath in the Sangat. For more information, you can listen to the discussion of the 1st and 20th Pauri of Japji Sahib. We need to understand the true meanings of Ishnan and Tirath. Only then will we attain purity and cleanse the filth from our minds. Guruji saying in next line, Jeti sirtho pai vekha, vin karma ke mile lai. I gaze upon all the created beings, I see the entire universe. Without His grace, what can anyone receive? As we discussed previously, karma has two meanings, actions and God's grace. When karma is from Sanskrit, it means action. And when it is from Farsi, it means God's grace, mercy. The person who makes efforts to be truthful and meet the Lord will be blessed. Just like a farmer who sows seeds and nurture them, a bountiful crop will be produced. The farmer doesn't need to ask for blessing to have a bountiful harvest. Without sowing the seeds and nurturing them, if the farmer were to say to the Lord, bless me with a bountiful harvest, the Lord would say, you need to sow the seed and nurture them, then I will bless you. You need to follow the process to receive my blessings. Without His grace, nothing is obtained. The next line is, मत विच रतन जवाहर माणिक, जे एक गुर की सिख सुनी. The gems, jewels and rubies are within your mind. Understand this, if you listen to the Guru's teachings even once, everything including gems, jewels and rubies is within your mind. You just need to make it obvious to you. How will you obtain this understanding? You will obtain it if you listen to the Guru's teachings even once. If we implement even one teaching of the Guru in our lives will be successful. As Bani states, Kinka ek jis ji basave, that one in whose soul the one Lord dwells, taki mehma gani na ave. The praise of His glory can't be recounted. This is my prayer at your feet, that the one Lord of all humanity should not forget me. Gurbani is an ocean of virtues. Let's enrich our lives with virtues to make our lives beautiful. Gura ik de bujai, sabna jiyan ka ik data, so main visar na jai. The Guru has given me this one understanding, that there is only the one, the giver of all souls. May I never forget Him. Not everyone knows the value of gems and rubies. Bani is the treasure of virtues, as Bhai Gurdas ji stated in his Bani, Ratan Mani gal bandra kyon keem na jana. The monkey knows no worth of the jewelry tied to its neck. We are like monkeys in this regard. My apology, because we don't show the proper respect to our Bani. Just like the monkey doesn't know the value of the jewelry around its neck, we have the Shri Guru Granth Sahib in our lives, but we are still in darkness. Bani provides us with true wisdom and liberates us from doubts, deceptions and superstitions. In the past, Brahmins used to perform rituals, and now hypocritical Sikhs have forced us to perform these rituals. Whether someone wears a turban, is Amritari or Nitnemi, we are forced to perform rituals. There is nothing wrong with being an outwardly Sikh, but we need to follow the way taught by the Guru. We need to surrender our minds to the Guru and become true Sikhs in our minds. This way, our outward appearance as Sikhs will look beautiful. If our minds are not Sikhs, then this outward appearance is nothing but hypocrisy and deception. One mythical story is very famous for convey a great message, which I'm going to share with you. One person tells the second person that there are diamonds, gems and rubies in the oceans. The second person goes near the ocean and completes a circle around the boundary but can't find anything. They come back to the first person and say, "You said there are many gems, rubies and diamonds in the oceans. I went there and completed my circle and spent plenty of time there, but found nothing." The first person tells them that to find the diamond, rubies and gems, you have to dive deep into the ocean. You need a few pieces of equipment such as an oxygen cylinder, goggles and a diving suit to dive into the ocean. Then you can find those precious items, and you may find many more. We are doing the same. We have a treasure of excellence, a treasure of virtues, the Shri Guru Granth Sahib. Unfortunately, our lives lack virtue. We don't know how to live our lives. Every day we are struggling because we are attached to the materialistic world in order to obtain peace of mind. The Guru is educating us that to obtain peace of mind, we will have to be truthful and learn the way to live life from our Guru. We have all the teachings in the Shri Guru Granth Sahib. Unfortunately, we are completing the circle by bowing down in front of the Shri Guru Granth Sahib and only worshipping it. Guruji is saying, within the mind are gems, jewels and rubies. If you listen to the Guru's teachings, Even once, if you understand and implement Guru's teachings, you can obtain all the germs from your mind, because everything comes from mind. If your mind is properly working, you can take advantage of everything and fulfill your desires and wishes. We have just discussed the following line, Mat vich ratan jawahar manik, je ik gur ki sikh suni. Guru brings our mind on track, just as a rail is on the track to arrive at its destination. If it is out of track, it means a crash. We experience crashes in our lives every day, such as fighting, arguments within the family and with friends, committing crimes, etc. To avoid these crashes, we need to act according to the Guru's teachings. This is the end of today's discussion. I hope you enjoyed the Vichar and understood it. May Vaheguru bless us and help us to make efforts to make our lives beautiful. Apology for my mistakes. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.